Welcome to the 2021 Honors and Awards reception. I'm Dallas Baker, and I served as president of our association in 2015. And I have enjoyed the privilege of serving as chair of this year's Honors and Awards Committee. Every year, members of the association assemble to share information, to learn about the latest developments in our profession, and to renew our friendship. Our annual meeting brings together individuals from all sectors of our profession. Unfortunately, again this year, we are not able to gather face-to-face due to circumstances posed around the globe by COVID-19 pandemic. While we are disappointed that we are not meeting in person in Orlando, we are pleased to be able to bring you many elements of the annual conference and exhibition in this virtual format, including this year's Honors and Awards recognition. Today, I'm in the library of the Alluvion Hotel in Greenwood, Mississippi, surrounded by the works of accomplished writers from across the world, a fitting venue, perhaps, to highlight the accomplishments of many of our best. So the Air and Waste Management Association has a rich heritage of recognizing deserving individuals for their outstanding accomplishments in promoting environmental improvements and service to our profession. The awards were established by the organization to encourage our professionals and to further the mission and objectives of the association. So I would like to acknowledge the other past presidents who formed this year's Honors and Awards Committee with me. They are Scott Freeburn, Michelle Carnes, and Chris Nelson. Additionally, I would like to thank our board of directors and headquarters staff, as well as key volunteer groups, including the Fellows Admissions Committee, the leadership of the Education, Sections and Chapters, Technical, and the Young Professionals Councils, and the ACE 2021 Local Host Committee. Thank you all for your commitment, time, and dedication to this association. And now, on with recognition for our award recipients. Please note that the full-length biographies of all award winners can be found at the A&WMA website. The S. Smith Griswold Outstanding Air Pollution Control Official Award is presented to a past or current government agency staff member whose outstanding accomplishments in the prevention and control of air pollution have been widely recognized. This year, we are proud to award this recognition to two distinguished recipients. First, A&WMA presents the 2021 S. Smith Griswold Outstanding Air Pollution Control Official Award to Jeff Kerner. Mr. Kerner has more than 30 years of experience in air pollution control and regulation. He started his environmental career with the local air program in Palm Beach County just after Congress passed the Clean Air Act amendments of 1990. Mr. Kerner joined the Florida Department of Environmental Protection's Division of Air Resource Management in 1991, the division he leads today. Working cooperatively with a variety of industries and consultants, Mr. Kerner has participated in more than 750 air permit projects. During his career, Mr. Kerner worked hard to establish reliable business relationships with regulated industries and their consultants to solve environmental problems to benefit all parties. I am pleased to present the first 2021 winner of the S. Smith Griswold Outstanding Air Pollution Control Official Award to Jeff Kerner.
So this award really came out of nowhere, but it's a very welcome surprise. Even though it may have come with an asterisk because of the pandemic, I'm still counting it. It's particularly meaningful for a longtime agency guy like me who got his start in the environmental field at the same time Congress passed the Clean Air Act amendments of 1990. These changes brought new ideas and new regulatory programs. What a great time for me to get in and be able to grow and learn as these programs were developed and implemented. When I look back, all I can think of is the sheer number of people it took to get me this far in my career. Thanks to Jim Stormer, my first boss in the environmental field, who hired me in 1990, suspecting that I didn't actually know anything about environmental regulation but he put his trust in me to learn and grow. Thanks to my friend Joe Kahn, who in 1999 coerced me into moving my family to the Florida DEP headquarters in Tallahassee. Thanks to Al Lanero, my first DEP boss, who placed enormous trust in me and gave me plenty of room to make mistakes and do my own thing. Thanks to DEP leaders like Trina Vielhauer, Mike Halpin, Brian Accardo, and John Truitt for their mentoring, trust, and support. Thanks to my longtime DEP colleagues and coworkers who pushed me to learn more and just be better as I grew up in the program. Thanks to the consulting engineers and industry representatives that I've worked with over the years for their patience and understanding. Most importantly, thanks to my current management team for all of their hard work to get real environmental improvements for the citizens of Florida. Leaders like Hastings Reed, Ashley Kung, Cindy Mulkey, David Reed, Jessica Dalton, Sandra Vizet, Khadidra Hodge, Anna Mosny. Of course, things always go more smoothly when you have excellent support from people like Mary Fillingham, John Hughes, and Alexandra Buss. These are the people who have the ideas, develop the plans, and then do the heavy lifting so we can all breathe cleaner air. Throughout my career, I've worked hard to establish reliable business relationships with the companies we regulate and their consultants. Better results always happen when we work together. It's been my pleasure to have worked for and with you all. Thanks to the Air and Waste Management Association for this honor.
Next, A&WMA presents the 2021 F. Smith Griswold Outstanding Air Pollution Control Official Award to David Thornton. Mr. Thornton retired in December 2018 after 38 years of service with the Minnesota Pollution Control Agency. From 2006 to 2018, he was the Assistant Commissioner of Air Policy and was the lead air pollution control official for the state. During his years as Assistant Commissioner, he also served as the Tribal Liaison and Environmental Justice Lead for the agency. In addition, he represented the agency on the state's Transportation Advisory Board. Throughout his career, David tried to emphasize collaboration and, when appropriate, emphasize compromise into the process of reducing air pollution. Well, this approach is reflected by the MPCA's support and participation in Clean Air Minnesota, a diverse coalition of air quality leaders who have been meeting and working under the leadership of the Environmental Initiative since 2003 to voluntarily and proactively reduce air pollution in Mississippi. I am pleased to also present to you the 2021 winner of the S. Smith Griswold Outstanding Air Pollution Control Official Award to David Thornton.
I'm very honored to receive this award. And when I look at the names of my colleagues who have been honored before me, I'm also very humbled. I have to say that none of the things that I accomplished when I was at the Minnesota Pollution Control Agency were things that I did on my own. We have a wonderful staff there, and without their help, none of the good things could have possibly happened. I would also like to say that in Minnesota, we have a business community and an environmental community that like to work collaboratively to deal with difficult problems, and that's been helpful as well. I'd like to especially thank Chris Nelson of 3M, Paul Ossen of the Minnesota Safety Council, and Bill Dressler of the Environmental Initiative for nominating me. And I would like to end by saying public service is a noble work. The people in public service are awesome, but often the rules, regulations, and systems that we have to work with need significant help. Thank you very much.
The Lyman A. Ripperton Award is for distinguished achievement as an educator in some field of air pollution control. It is awarded to an individual who, by precept and example, has inspired students to achieve excellence in all their professional and social endeavors. It recognizes the abilities that only a few in education possess, to be able to teach the rigor, humor, humility, and pride. With recipients of this award, they are representative of the educators we would have chosen if we had a choice. But in fact, they are known by the accomplishments of their students. A&WMA presents the 2021 Lyman A. Ripperton Environmental Educator Award to James Blando. Dr. Blando is currently an associate professor at Old Dominion University in the School of Community and Environmental Health. Currently, Dr. Blando is studying the effects of wildfires and air pollutants from the combustion sources on public health. Prior to his faculty appointment, Dr. Blando was a researcher for 12 years at the New Jersey Department of Health and Senior Services, where he designed and conducted several diverse projects in environmental and occupational health funded by NIOSH, EPA, and CDC. In addition, Dr. Blando also has several years of practical field experience in industrial hygiene and has been an industrial hygienist with ExxonMobil, Shear Plow, Pharmaceuticals, and AT&T Bell Labs, now called Lucent. Jim received his Bachelor of Science in Environmental Science from Rutgers University, a Master of Science in Industrial Hygiene from Johns Hopkins University, and his PhD from the Joint Program in Exposure Assessment at Rutgers University. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the 2021 winner of the Lyman A. Ripperton Environmental Educator Award to Dr. James Blando.
Hello, my name is Jim Blando, and I'm an associate professor at Old Dominion University in Norfolk, Virginia. I'd like to thank the Air and Waste Management Association for the honor of receiving the Ripperton Environmental Educator Award this year. This award is very personally and professionally rewarding to me. I've been involved with the Air and Waste Management Association since 1987, when I was awarded a scholarship as a senior in high school. I've stayed involved with the Air and Waste Management Association ever since then. I've been involved in many activities with the Air and Waste Management Association. In particular, I've been chair of the Air Pollution Education and Research Grant Program since the year 2000. This program has allowed us to award 45 doctoral or postdoctoral students research grants to support their research in air quality. We've given out over $1.5 million since the year 2000. It's been a great program that has had a tremendous impact on our profession. This award is also personally rewarding to me because my mentor, Dr. Ray Maganelli, was the first awardee back in 1983. So this award is both personally and professionally rewarding to me. And I would like to thank the Air and Waste Management so much for this recognition. Thank you.
Honorary membership, not exceeding 2 each year, may be conferred upon individual A&WMA members who have attained eminence in some field related to the mission and objectives of the association, or who have rendered valuable services to the association. Honorary members shall have the privileges of individual members and shall pay no dues. The nominator must also be a current A&WMA member. This year, A&WMA commends Mitch Baer and Miriam Levon for their accomplishments in our field and for their ongoing support of the association, and awards them each an honorary association membership. Well, first, Dr. Mitchell Baer, his career spans more than 40 years of service in the federal government, with trade associations and consulting firms, and through multiple roles within the association, including tech council committees, ACE and specialty conferences, the student and young professional programs, and most recently, the Fellowship Admissions Committee. His professional and association contributions can be best summarized by citing the letters of recommendation provided on his behalf, including from past and present members of our board. One wrote, Mitch was a dedicated leader and contributor to the association's many activities for which he volunteered. Another touted his hard work, his vision, his dedication to the association. Another writer noted Dr. Beer's thorough technical knowledge, his astute and politically sensitive approach, and the ability to distill complex technical information into readily understood papers that contributed a great and positive impact on the issues he managed. One final note wrote, Mitch is one of the most dedicated and talented professionals with whom I have worked. Well, his peers recognize his accomplishments, and I am pleased to announce the association's 2021 Honorary Membership Award to Dr. Mitchell Baer.
It is an honor to be recognized by the association with this award. There are numerous people to thank for their assistance during my career and professional activities. Most of all, my family and my wife, Cheryl. I am grateful for that assistance. I am now retired, spending time with my family and my avocations. My career was filled with interesting assignments, projects, and interactions during my time in the federal government, trade associations, consulting firms, and in my several roles at the association. 3 stand out to me. I served on the DOE team contributing to the UN IPCC Fourth Assessment Report released in 2017. AR4 was cited as a key contribution to climate change science when the 2007 Nobel Peace Prize was awarded to the IPCC and Al Gore. Gore and the IPCC chair got the medals. I guess it would have been very expensive and time-consuming to recognize the many thousands of other people responsible for the IPCC reports. At DOI, I was the project manager for the development of the OECD air quality model. APCA, the prior name of our association, made the model's development the main article in its October 1985 issue and asked for a photo of an offshore oil and gas facility for the cover. I submitted one I thought would be appropriate, an aerial view of our helicopter as it circled to land on the facility. It looks like I'm hanging out of the helicopter to take the picture, but I wasn't. APIC thought it was a perfect picture, and I got a photojournalism credit for myself. Finally, my tenure as member and chair of the Fellows Submission Committee since 2009 has been an opportunity for me to broaden the criteria for this award, to allow a wider scope of associate-related activities to serve as its basis, including international work, sections and chapters service, and relevant community contributions. I am most proud of this multi-year effort, and I commend the work of the committee members, Tony, Kay, Kim, Frank, Nancy, Scott, and Harry for their support and dedication, and Lisa, and before her, Nancy, and Stephanie of the association staff for their assistance with this effort. I want to thank my nominators for this award, John, who organized the application, and Jeff, Paul, Tony, and Sarah, who wrote the recommendations. In closing, I want to thank the association for this recognition of service and my overall career. Thank you.
Dr. Miriam Levon has been a member of the A&WMA for nearly 40 years and is a member of the West Coast Division and the Channel Islands chapter of the association. During her tenure at the A&WMA, Dr. Levon has co-chaired the International Affairs Committee, where she collaborated with EPA to convene a series of international urban air quality forums at multiple air conferences. Additionally, she helps organize training workshops as part of the Better Air Quality conferences convened biannually by the Clean Air Asia Initiative. In 2006, Dr. Levon helped launch the A&WMA Climate Change Committee, which convened the first A&WMA International Specialty Conference on Climate Change in San Francisco. It became a biannual event for the association, with the next one being slated as a virtual conference planned for December 1st and 2nd, 2021. She is a renowned expert in greenhouse gas emissions and is working collaboratively over more than a decade with industry and the EPA to improve the methodology for the annual U.S. National Greenhouse Gas Inventory Report. I am pleased to announce the association's 2021 Honorary Membership Award to Dr. Miriam Levon.
Hello everybody, I'm Dr. Miriam Levon, this year's recipient of the Honorary Membership Award. I miss not being able to see everybody this year due to the circumstances, but hopefully situation will improve next year and we'll all meet in ACE 2022. I would like to thank Sarah Head for pushing me and insisting that I apply for the award. Also would like to thank my other sponsors, including Harish Rao, David Calkins, and Flint Webb, and last but not least, the late Steve Menkos, who died unexpectedly in February 2021. Steve was my colleague at ARCO headquarters for 15 years, and I enjoyed working with him. Throughout my career, I was fortunate to deal with key environmental issues, starting with understanding the formation of ozone in the lower atmosphere, the destruction of ozone in the upper atmosphere, and improving methodologies for air quality monitoring. My career continued along the path of other strategic environmental issues, including greenhouse gas emissions and climate change. My scientific research and consulting activities benefited greatly from my A&WMA membership and with my collaboration with many of you on joint projects. I would like to thank all my collaborators and A&WMA staff for making it a pleasure to undertake all these activities throughout my 40 years membership at A&WMA. Thank you all.
The Outstanding Young Professional Award recognizes an individual who is pursuing excellence in their career and has made a valuable contribution to the A&WMA by serving in a leadership position. To be eligible, a candidate must be a young professional working in the environmental profession and must be 35 years of age or younger. Selection for Outstanding YP Award is based on how the individual provided leadership for A&WMA at the local, section, or the chapter level, or even at the international level, how the individual is actively pursuing excellence in his or her environmental career. So this year we are proud to award this recognition to Stephanie Taylor. Ms. Taylor is a project professional at SCS Engineers in Overland Park, Kansas. Stephanie received her Bachelor of Science in Atmospheric Science with a minor in mathematics from the University of Kansas. She has held both regulatory and consulting positions and has more than 10 years of industry experience. So her experience includes air permitting and compliance, ambient air dispersion modeling analysis, environmental auditing and groundwater monitoring. Within SCS Engineers, Stephanie also serves as the Young Professionals Program Lead for her office and as the Wellness Champion for her business unit. Stephanie has been a member of the A&WMA Midwest section since 2013. She joined the Midwest section's Board of Directors in 2016, serving as Secretary in 2017, Vice Chair in 2018, and Chair from 2019 to 2020. She currently serves as the past chair for the A&WMA Midwest section. I am honored to present the Outstanding Young Professional Award for 2021 to Ms. Stephanie Taylor.
Thank you to the organization and the selection committee for this incredible honor. After such a hard year, it was a wonderful surprise to receive the email that I had been chosen for the Outstanding Young Professional Award. It's an honor to have been nominated by my fellow Midwest Section board members, Kristen Fritchman and Kelly Calhoun. And thank you to my coworkers at SCS, Tia Jeter and John Rockhold, who helped with my nomination packet. I would not have been able to have as much success as I did during my term as chair with the Midwest section these past 2 years without the help of my fellow board members. So thank you so much to all of them for helping me and our section to be successful. Of course, thank you to my employer, SCS Engineers, for being supportive of my participation with A&WMA. Without that support, I definitely would not be able to be as active as I am with the organization. And last, but certainly not least, thank you to my family, especially my parents and my husband, for always supporting and encouraging me in everything that I take on. Thank you again, and I look forward to continuing with the A&WMA for years to come. Thank you.
The Richard I. Stessel Waste Management Award is for an individual or organization related to the field of waste management. This award may be conferred for outstanding achievements in the science and art of waste management, for outstanding achievement in the management, prevention, or regulation of wastes, or for distinguished achievement as an educator in the field of waste management. This year, we are proud to award this recognition to two recipients, Lee Lundberg and Timothy Townsend. Lee Lundberg is president of Bedrock Enterprises, providing independent consulting services with a primary focus on environmental and energy systems. He has more than 45 years of experience in environmental and process engineering, including all phases of project planning, development, design, implementation, and operation. Mr. Lundberg has been a pioneer in the application of leading-edge technologies in energy recovery to configure safe and efficient waste management systems. His projects and design concepts include several first-in-kind full-scale applications of innovative technologies to wastewater treatment, plant sludge, and biosolids processing, focusing on combustion, gasification, pyrolysis, and drying. Mr. Lundberg has been a member of the A&WMA for more than 40 years and has been an active participant in the A&WMA Tech Council for more than 30 years, including serving as chair of the Technical Council and as a member of the Association Board of Directors from January 2017 to January 2019. The Richard I. Stessel Waste Management Award is presented to Mr. Lee Lundberg.
Hello to all my friends at the Air and Waste Management Association. My name's Lee Lundberg, and I'm honored to be the recipient of the 2021 Richard I. Stessel Waste Management Award. Looking over the past recipients of this award, I'm appreciative and humbled to join their ranks. I'd like to especially thank Chi Chow for nominating me for this award, and thank David Minot, Harish Rao, Sam Vigil, and Jim Morrow for supporting my nomination. I'd also like to thank the members of the Honors and Awards Committee for selecting me for this award. I joined the Air and Waste Management Association in 1979 and participated in my local section's activities for 10 years before attending my first annual conference and exhibition in Pittsburgh in 1990 to present a paper. While at that first ACE, I was recruited to join two of the waste group's technical coordinating committees and had the honor of meeting Rich Stessel and continuing to work with him on committee activities over the next decade. Once I'd become a member of these committees, I was hooked, and have been an active member of Technical Council in a variety of roles to this day. It's a great place to meet leaders in almost any field of inquiry. Over the years, I've been blessed with a large network of friends and associates through my involvement in Tech Council, and I'm proud to have been able to work with them to serve the association and help deliver technical content to its members. My career began in the wastewater treatment field and later evolved to focus on the management and processing of a wide variety of wastes. My goal has been to develop practical solutions that operate with minimal fossil fuel, have enhanced emissions control, and exploit opportunities to recover energy from waste where possible. Throughout my career, I've been fortunate to have had the opportunity to play key roles in a number of innovative and first-of-a-kind projects using leading-edge technologies and innovative energy recovery systems. This made it possible for me to help expand the technological envelope and contribute to the development of more efficient and sustainable waste management and treatment processes. I would also like to thank my former employers for supporting my membership activities with the association and making it possible for me to attend annual conferences for over 3 decades. I learned a great deal through attendance at these conferences, attending sessions, walking the exhibit floor, and networking with other attendees, and was able to apply much of that knowledge to my projects. It's important for employers to appreciate the benefits they glean by providing professional development opportunities for their employees through participation in professional conferences and associations. Thanks most of all to my wife, Gemma, for putting up with me for all these years and her support and patience with me throughout all my professional activities. I appreciate the recognition of my body of work and look forward to seeing all of you in person next year. Thank you again for this honor.
Timothy Townsend is a professor of environmental engineering sciences in the University of Florida's Engineering School of Sustainable Infrastructure and Environment. He teaches and conducts research in the discipline of sustainable materials management, formerly solid and hazardous waste management. Courses developed and instructed by Dr. Townsend include solid and hazardous waste management, beneficial use of solid wastes, construction and demolition debris management, and the science, economics, and policy of recycling. As part of his senior level capstone engineering class, He has taken students to Haiti, Honduras, Costa Rica, Mexico, Guatemala, and Colombia as part of their design projects. Professor Townsend is well established in the scientific literature regarding waste management and is best known for his research related to electronic wastes, bioreactor landfills, construction and demolition debris, waste beneficial use, and recycling of waste-to-energy ash. He is a registered professional engineer in Florida, and I am pleased to present the Richard I. Stessel Waste Management Award to Dr. Timothy Townsend.
Hi, I'm Tim Townsend at the University of Florida. I'm very honored to accept the 2021 A&WMA Richard Stessel Waste Management Award. I knew Professor Stessel when he was a professor at the University of South Florida. I had the opportunity to visit him when I was a graduate student to see his lab. He was a very inspiring individual and did a lot of wonderful work. I'd like to thank the A&WMA, its members, and those who nominated me. Thank you and have a great meeting.
The Fellow Grade of Membership was established in 1986 to recognize professional accomplishments related to the mission and objectives of A&WMA. A candidate for fellowship has a minimum of 15 years of experience in an area served by the association and has been a member of the association for 10 continuous years. Fellows are recognized by their professional accomplishments and their service to the association. This year, we present Fellow Grade of Membership to 3 outstanding individuals. Sam Altschuler, Joshua Fu, and Philip Hupke. They join a distinguished group of our profession's finest. Thank you all, Air and Waste Management Fellows, for your dedication and long-term commitment to the association. So I'm pleased to present these 3 additions to association's fellows.
I'm so honored to be recognized by A&WMA to receive the Fellow Award. To be included among the past 200 recipients is truly an honor. I want to particularly thank Pete Hess for spearheading my nomination. I also want to thank and recognize my peers on the A&WMA Critical Review Committee, particularly Judy Chow, John Watson, Eric Stevenson, George Heidi, Merlin Huff, John Bachman, Pat Brush, Chris Frey, Susan Weirman, Mike Kleiman, and Brett Schittel, and last but not least, Lisa Bucher. They all helped me when I was chair during the 3-year term as on the critical review. Lastly, I want to recognize Peter Mueller, Bob Sawyer, and Carl Weinberg for being my mentors for the last half century. I take this opportunity to encourage other A&WMA members to engage in various A&WMA committees, critical review, publications, student, local hosts, etc. Being part of A&WMA is a wonderful opportunity and experience to work together with other professionals in the air pollution, waste management, and climate fields. Thank you again.
Dear my colleagues and members of the A&WMA, it's my honor to be a recipient of the Fellow of the A&WMA in 2021. Thank the selection committee for your confidence in me. I have been a member of A&WMA for 21 years and served different roles in the association. As a professor, I always put the students as my first priorities. My role is to advise, mentor, and inspire students who will be the most successful during their school time and a bright career. Furthermore, the association brings students and me to enrich and engage in this professional society. I thank my colleagues and the mentors working together for years, especially when David's nomination and his mentoring for the time at the University of Tennessee. Finally, I would like to thank my family to support my activities in all ways. Thank you, everyone in the association.
Good day to everyone. I'd like to thank the Air and Waste Management Association for raising me to the status of a fellow. It's a great honor for me to be a participant in the organization in this way. I've been a member of the Air and Air Pollution Control Association beginning in 1982. Worked a lot with the receptor modeling, specialty conferences, and subcommittee at that point. And then had a number of years of less activity. And then in the last 15 years, it's been my privilege to be part of the visibility conferences and to work with Professor Delbert Etaw on their organization. And that's been a great deal of fun and pleasure. And we look forward to attending the Visibility Conference in early October in Bryce Canyon. I'd like to thank Delbert for nominating me to be a fellow, and for anyone else who participated in the process. Certainly want to thank my wife for her support over the years, and for all of the colleagues and collaborators, former students and postdocs who worked with me to produce the papers and publications that we've been able to do. So once again, thank you, and thanks to everyone for making me a fellow of Air and Waste Management Association. It's a great pleasure to be that and to continue to work with the organization in the future.
Arthur Stern was a longtime member and association past president in the days when we were still known as the Air Pollution Control Association. He was a frequent contributor to our journal and author of many well-recognized books on air pollution control. The Arthur C. Stern Award is given annually to individuals for papers in our Journal of the Air and Waste Management Association that are recognized as milestone papers in the advancement of environmental science and technology. The association is pleased to present the 2021 Arthur C. Stern Distinguished Paper Award to Neil Fan and his co-authors Chris Nolte, Pat Dolwick, Tanya Spiro, Amanda Curry Brown, Sharon Phillips, and Susan Annenberg. They're presented for their paper, The Geographic Distribution and Economic Value of Climate Change-Related Ozone Health Impacts in the United States in 2030. Now, this was published in the May 2015 issue of the A&WMA Journal. This paper projected the impacts of changing climate on ground level ozone levels. Accepting the award is Mr. Neil Fan. Congratulations.
Hey, I'm Neil Fan, and I was the lead author on an article titled The Geographic Distribution and Economic Value of Climate Change-Related Ozone Health Impacts in the United States. And on behalf of a large, multidisciplinary, and very accomplished author team, I'm very honored to accept the Arthur C. Stern Award. This paper looked at the role of near future changes in climate on ozone attributable health impacts. What was most interesting to us was to see how climate change could have a very real and very significant impact both on air quality and public health in the near future. At the point at which we wrote the paper in 2015, we were looking out to the year 2030. And so it was an interesting article, and I'm pleased to see that it was as well received by the larger research community as it was. So again, thank you. On behalf of the author team, we're grateful to receive the award. I'm sorry that we couldn't be there in person, but we're very honored.
The Manassian Award, named in honor of George T. Manassian, who was the first chair of the Sections Council, is presented each year to the section having the most outstanding record of activity and accomplishment. The 2021 George T. Manassian Award is presented to the West Coast section. Similarly, the Chapter Cup Award is presented each year to the chapter having the most outstanding record of activity and accomplishment. The 2021 Chapter Cup Award is presented to the West Michigan chapter. So congratulations to these outstanding and deserving groups, with particular appreciation to their leadership for keeping your section and chapter strong during a challenging year. Well, I am sure we can all agree This year's winners are exceptional professionals who have gone above and beyond just doing their job. We recognize their success and achievements that advance their professions, and they represent our very best. My hope is they inspire others to set goals and step into leadership roles that lead to success in the workplace and in this association. A final congratulations to each and every award recipient, and on behalf of all of our members, I extend a warm thanks and well wishes. So that concludes our Honors and Awards program. Thank you for watching this year's virtual program. Have a safe and healthy year, and we look forward to seeing you in person next year at ACE 2022 in San Francisco. Wishing you all a good night.